with computer audio. And all right, I'm waiting for my bro man to show up. I'm waiting for my brother man to show up to see if he's gonna show up here. Hold up. See, this is confusing. You have to excuse me because I have not done that. I've not done this here before. And now my phone's giving me the most trouble. Wow, man. Hold up. Yeah, this is ridiculous actually right here. This is totally ridiculous right here, right now. All right, I think I went to the wrong. Oh, here we go. There goes the comrade. Hey, peace, brother. Peace and black power.
Peace and Black Power, brother. How are you?
All right. Hey, I want to update everybody. I shared a story with everybody the other day. It said black gun activists get stopped. 2 guns illegally were in possession. They were confiscated. Yada yada yada. On this gun march in Richmond, Virginia, that happens every year on MLK Day. You know,
Right.
and it just so happens I see you on my Facebook page posting about the same thing. And of course, it's not what mainstream media is actually saying. And so
Exactly.
I want to thank you for taking your time out of your evening tonight and to go ahead and set the record
No,
straight here with Stand Up Radio, because a lot of people are picking up on this, and you're probably going to get more attention. So
no doubt, no doubt. No problem, brother.
so why don't you introduce yourself and then go ahead and give your side of the story on what happened.
All right. Peace, power, and unity to the Black nation. Peace and love to the world. I am Bricks Senghor. I am the national co-chair and chief of staff of the Fred Hampton Gun Club, as well as the local chairman of the Portsmouth, Virginia chapter of the Fred Hampton Gun Club and the new Black Panther Party. I just had to clear that out. Now, we decided to tag team with BLM 757, BLM 804, and the original Panthers of Virginia to march more black gun representation. And you know, to go to that link where they say black gun activists were seized, they had nothing to do with us at all. I don't even think that even happened that day. I believe that it was probably something that happened maybe a year or 2 ago, and they just now trying to bring it afoot because it was so much peace and nothing happened. So they just tried to make something up as a story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really know if that's true or not, but I know for a fact that they want us at all. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get to when they were saying black gun activists. Now, black gun activists, that's quite a broad statement because everybody knows that the Black Panthers is not no goddamn activists at all. We're not no activists. We're Black Panthers. We're a military organization, and we out here. I mean, we the Black Panthers, so of course we're gonna be armed. I mean, why wouldn't we be? You know what I mean?
Right.
And the whole nature of them calling us a black gun activist, I believe they tried to use that to kind of group us in with the white militias that was there, because they was most definitely doing activism for the 2A and all that stuff. We was there to show love to MLK. We was there to make sure the black people were safe that was out there. And we was there to make sure that we had more black gun representation. It had nothing to do with activism. Now, if you look at all the news media that did the interviews and everything, you would notice that nobody got anything out of us. They only got interviews out of the original Panthers, which I have no problem with, and BLM 757. That's to be expected, but not us, because everybody know that we don't talk to non-black media anyway. So what they was doing was they tried to get as much pictures as they could. Like we was technically celebrities. As soon as they saw us, I got them in body cam footage. As soon as they saw us, brother, a whole goddamn, oh shit, a mob of people with cameras, notepads with pens and all that shit just come storming at us, taking pictures, trying to get right in front of us. They was goddamn taking pictures of my comrades goddamn inside of the gun, because he had his little chamber lock open because he didn't have anything inside of the muzzle.
Yeah.
I felt like they was trying to maybe get a seal number to try to like, you know what I'm saying, identify the gun and who it belongs to. I truly believe that maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it, but I truly believe they was trying to get anything they could to try to ruin us or try to put us out there as something negative. You know what I'm saying? So what they did was they just got a whole bunch of pictures. Like, I mean, I'm sure they got millions of pictures of us every damn angle they could. And since we didn't talk to anybody, they took the pictures and created their own narrative of why we was there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm
read
saying?
some of the stories, and you would think that they spoke to somebody, though. So they were really
exactly.
they're really good at story writing, I guess.
Man,
yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, it was crazy. It was crazy because they kept trying to vet us. So they was trying their best. They was like, who are y'all associated with? I mean, you do not see the flag back there. You don't see the patches. You don't see none of that, but you just gonna ask. Yeah. And then they got to the fact, because they know that we was associated with, well, still kind of is. Don't really want to get into that. But with NFAC, they asked about Grandmaster Jay. They asked about so much stuff, and then they even got to where they asked us about I guess the Proud Boys or white supremacists, pro-Trump people, getting over the Capitol wall in D.C. and all that stuff. That ain't got shit to do with us. You know what I'm saying? We was like, that don't have anything to do with us. They were like, okay, we understand, I ain't anything to do with y'all, but what do y'all think of it? It was crazy. That's all I said. It was crazy.
Well, definitely, and they're going to try to hype that up, especially coming right after what just happened in Washington, D.C.
Exactly.
We had some Panther comrades, FBI show up at their door, like, hey, were you there? And everything.
Right.
And so they want to implicate any type of Black militant organization, whether they call themselves the New Black Panther or the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, Black Riders, whatever it is, right? With some type of negative thing. They never talk about anything positive that we currently do or anything the predecessing generations have done before.
Exactly.
So I like to shake the isms. I like to say, hold up, they lying. And guess what? I can prove it.
Right.
Because I've worked with y'all for quite some time now, and I don't see that happening.
I mean, it's just so crazy how like how they just came up at us and just clearly just trying to paint any type of narrative they could to try to get us to speak and try to get us to say anything negative about any white supremacists, anybody that's for Trump. Anybody that's for by anybody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that's not Black, they try to ask us any type of questions and everything. They try to pin that on us. They try to get a story out of us, but we didn't budge at all. They just kept saying, "Hey, I gotta salute my my Norfolk chair, man. He is funny as shit. He was look, he was ready to smack the shit out of a couple of them. I seen it in his face. You're like, look, man, I ain't answering no more questions, bro. I answer no more questions. Like, go ahead with that camera. Y'all got to back up, man. It was literally like, if you would have seen them, they was damn near eyeball to eyeball. That's how close they tried to get. I was like, man, y'all back the hell up. Do y'all not realize we are militant men and women? We got guns. We got all this shit. You do not want to be by us right now. And not to mention, when we went over there to the Capitol, we kind of sighted out some snipers too. Some snipers on the roof.
Oh, wow.
They was looking right down at us too. That was crazy. I was like, man, it is what it is. Because I mean, they know that we didn't come there. We didn't come there with no ill intentions, anything like that. But you know, of course, we strong, structured Black men and women. So of course they're gonna look at us as a threat, regardless. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be intimidating.
So,
yeah, they're not used to seeing that.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So my face blowing up everywhere, man. Like, I should have just kept my whole balaclava all the way on my eyes, cause they tried their best to get pictures of me everywhere. I'm on LA Times, I'm on New York Times, I'm on everything, man. I'm like, man, I ain't never been in none of these places, but I'm on their news story. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I mean, it's all good, cause you know what I'm saying, the work I do for my people, you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I'm willing to sacrifice my life and my freedom that I do have, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people of African descent don't have true, you know, American freedom. But, you know, the little bit of freedom I do have, you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to risk that all to liberate our people, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And my face all over the internet, my face all over the internet. I mean, it's already there. They're not gonna stop taking pictures whether we want them to or not. So I mean,
Right.
It is what it is.
Right.
You know?
I tell you to be careful, but you don't be out there moving loud or on no bullshit anyway. You know what I mean? So
Nah.
I'm doing what you're doing.
Hey, bro, I'm a chill ass dude. I mean, it's the Panther way. You know what I mean? Saying, you know, we withhold our energy until we really got to snap. You know what I'm saying? We really got to snap at somebody, and it's gonna come with full force every time. You know what I mean? So that's just how I am. I'm not even really confrontational for real. But I would be if I have to be. But you know, I'm not confrontational. I'm just a chill ass dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, despite the Panther work, what I do on a regular basis, go to work, come home to my family, got 4 beautiful kids, you know what I'm saying? So I just do what I do for them. But despite everything, I always make sure I teach them true knowledge of self. Because, I mean, I wouldn't even be doing this right now if I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my children to grow up being anything less than, you know, their African self. Because when I had found out my true African identity and everything, man, I was like, I almost about to cry, man. Like, cause it was like, yo, I actually got something that I can bring to my children and be like, hey, we part this, instead of just saying, hey, we African.
Right.
Okay, what part of Africa? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
What is this? What's that? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to get all off subject, but I had to
good.
bring
You
that
got
up.
some time to kill. You know,
okay.
And, you know, that's part of what I want to mention. I made this flyer. I got this picture of this big brother with this stone face on, and he's in his you know, regalia with his rifle and stuff. Nah, you human, yo. You know, and hey, it's like that. But this is something that happens in Richmond, Virginia every year. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, it does. It does, and they actually call it Lobby Day. For MLK Day. I honestly didn't know it was called Lobby Day too, because when I looked up Lobby Day, I think they said something about March. But I didn't know that they actually called Martin Luther King Day Lobby Day too. But also speaking of the encounterments, like I said, no misfire. I also heard that that news clip that you had shared. I also heard that they said he had a misfire too. He had a you know what I'm saying, a negligent misfire. Now, we all know the situation that happened with InFact when you know what I'm saying? So that's all they needed. That's all they needed. Ain't got shit to do with us, but because we was there and they know that we was tied with them, they gonna try to put us in that bubble and be like, oh, so them again, making them negligent misfires, yada, yada, yada. But a lot of people fail to realize most negligent misfires come from the law enforcement and the military. Not trying to shade them or anything, but that's where most misfires come from. Hey, the shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But they you know, when it comes to black militancy, they always gonna try to find anything negative to just shade you, period. So, I mean, we expect that, but I also heard about that. But let me get to the Proud Boys and the Boogaloo Boys. They did not want no smoke at all with us. So all this shit they was talking about on the news and everything, you know, it was, I don't know if it was fake, probably most likely it was fake news, but you know what they were showing how the Boogaloo Boys, or honestly, I didn't even know that they was two different groups. I thought the Boogaloo Boys was the Proud Boys, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, but from my understanding, I heard that they was, you know, at each other next. They was, you know, they was argumentative and a lot of stuff. But when they came to us, both of them was like, "Hey, I appreciate what y'all doing. I'm glad y'all here, marching for constitutional rights." But I believe that also is what kind of made the media try to put us in that bubble as we was there as gun activists too. Because we didn't say nothing to him. He was just like, I know y'all don't love us, but we love y'all. We appreciate what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, we were just looking at them with a side eye, like,
awkward.
okay, yeah, awkward as hell. But we just kept it moving. I think that the other Panther organization had said something back to him out of respect. And I ain't got no issue with that, but you know us, man. We don't do that shit.
Yeah, I'd rather
but we
not
was
myself.
most definitely there. We was most definitely there to really protect our people. Ultimately, we was there to make sure our people was good, and we was there to just to be in solidarity with all the other organizations. You know what I'm saying? So that was ultimately what it is, but no activism at all. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But yeah, they
we
closed in together. You know, go ahead, brother.
Is this your formation's first time attending this, or have you before in the past?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is. Yeah. As far as the new Black Panther Party and the Fred and the Gun Club, we actually was not about to do it at first, but you know, when I got reached out to by the leader of BLM 757, and then you know how you know welcoming he was when he came to my chapter and was you know doing what he did in my chapter as a peace thing. I was like, man, I got to return the favor. So you know, so I say I just go ahead and rally up my troops and we just go ahead and go. But yeah, that was the actual first time that we did that, and it was a good experience. You know what I'm saying? It was a real good experience. I mean, it's not the first time I actually did something like this, but this was the first time in Richmond with it. I didn't expect what came out, the results that came out of it, because I really thought that we was really gonna go there and get some opposition, but nobody wanted to smoke with us at all. But you know, maybe they just saw the unity and just was like, you know, we ain't gonna fuck with them, because you know what I'm saying, you already know a unified people just ain't the people to fuck with. You know what I mean? So you know, that's just how it was.
Definitely.
Everywhere else get that rap, bro. I don't know what it is. But you know, other places where, you know, either BLM or any other militant organization it be seeming like they be getting into it with them and shit. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying to call them out, but maybe just the Virginia chapters of the Proud Boys and the Boogaloo Boys just they don't see it the way the other people see it. But I don't know. I'm just speaking out of what I, you know, from our view. But you know, it is what it is. But like I said, they ain't want no smoke with us. So it is what it is. We just kept it moving.
Yeah, like me being from Minneapolis, I don't like Black Lives Matter, Twin Cities don't go to stuff like that. So that raised my antenna about the chapter of Black Lives Matter local to you. You know, is this a chapter that actually believes in Black Guns Matter the same, or what?
Right. And you know what? Let me dib on that a little bit. Obviously I'm not a part of them, so I'm not gonna speak 100% for him. But when I did talk to him, he did tell me that, you know what I'm saying, Black Lives Matter 757 is actually a different independent faction of Black Lives Matter. Because, you know, we all know what the main Black Lives Matter is and how they started and everything. But, you know, every other chapter in the whole United States there's a lot. Most of them are like independent, and they do kind of do their own thing. They kind of broke away from the main Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
So you know, they can control their own narrative when it comes to, you know, their ideology and everything. And of course, you know, they still maybe hold some of the sentiments of, you know, the main Black Lives Matter, but ultimately, yeah, they most definitely for gun rights and everything.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, that was important. That was important. That's why I rock with them so heavy too. You know what I'm saying?
I did. Yeah, smooth.
Yes,
Any
indeed.
upcoming events in your local area that you got community wise or whatever?
Well, on the 31st, we actually going back to Richmond. We're gonna do a neighborhood patrol for a couple hours. And as far as us, what we got? Dang, I wish I had my calendar in front of me. We got a couple of things going on. It's not something that we gonna, you know, get the news people and everything involved with. But if somebody see us, they probably gonna take pictures and record us. But you know what I'm saying, we just gonna be going out to, you know, to different communities in our chapters and just be talking to families, seeing how they doing, checking up on them, wishing them well and everything like that. You know what I'm saying, just getting involved with the community. That's all we're gonna be doing for the next few weeks.
All right. Hey, I gotta ask you.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing, this is just my theory, right? It's totally off topic,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll pick your brain about this. After
Right.
seeing what happened in DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me looking back at what happened in Minneapolis, that was my neighborhood where the riots kicked off at. I saw a lot of similar behavior. What's the probability you think that some of those same people were in not only the Minneapolis riots, but other riots back in the summer and springtime that took place where that was very destructive? Because a lot of the patterns were the same, if you ask me, you know, so.
Right. Well, personally, I think that, you know, it's the same people for every last one of them all over the U.S. You know what I'm saying? So the probability, I believe, is 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
All
10,
right.
10 out of 10 to just, you know, I may be wrong, but I truly believe that a lot of this stuff is just planned anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even how the way all the mannerisms and how they just bust through the gate so easily and everything that went on, you know, it's just like, man, it's no possible way. This is the nation's capital. The nation's capital, man.
Right.
You know? So it's no possible way that they can just break through like that so easily. You know what I'm saying? All this shit happened. And I don't even know if that lady that got killed, she even dead for real. I heard that she wasn't died. She didn't die for real. But I mean, I don't really give a shit because when I found out she had died, I was kind of dancing a little bit, but that's kind of personal.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I most definitely think there's a lot of provocateurs out there that's the same people, but they, you know what I'm saying, they probably either get paid or sent by government officials to actually, you know what I'm saying, provoke violence and all that type of crazy stuff in different cities, especially like you know, main cities that's either predominantly black or just have a lower rate of white people in it. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to disrupt, you know, the dynamic again. More or less kind of like a gentrification thing, just like they've been doing to us for years.
Yeah. I got to see Lake Street in Minneapolis this past weekend when I went to visit family. I lived in that neighborhood for 25 years. I got lost. I didn't know where I was. So
Wow.
it's like amazingly different. Like big empty lots where I remember where stuff used to be and skeletons of buildings and stuff. Like it's like wow. So I'm like really curious as to who's gonna obtain this land and what they're gonna do with it, and who's gonna move in over the next 10 or 20 years. I know it's not gonna be the same. You know, it's not gonna be the same.
No, by a long shot.
You know, so anywhere you guys are at out there that you can and this happen, get your money together, buy your community back. It's gonna be going for pennies on the dollar. because it got tore up.
Facts.
You know, it's like that by design. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, hey, I think we pretty much covered it in a nutshell.
Oh yeah. Oh
Look
yeah.
at the news now, because just like you said, right? Y'all didn't even really talk to them, but they have a whole lot to say.
Right.
They have a whole lot to say.
Hey,
So
we like it was literally like one or two. The only thing we said to them at all was that who we was. They kept asking who are we? We're like who are you guys? Okay, we do Black Panther Party, Fred the Gun Club, parts of NFAC. Boom, we got it. That's it. Two more people come. Who are you guys? How many times are we gonna say it?
wow.
Fred and the Gun Club, New Black Panther Party, NFAC. So they just kept coming. They just kept coming. But all of them was standing right there, but someone was like kind of in the back. But they heard us because we was talking very loud. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we said, bro. That's all we said. I just don't know how they get any kind of story out of us telling them who we are. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, all them pictures kind of really determined, you know, why we was there through they lens.
Yeah, I guess,
You know what I'm
right?
saying? They biased media lens. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I mean, all we can do is just look at it and be like, hey, we could have them change it, but to me, it's no point because it's too many of these news reports that's saying the same exact thing, and all of them just really repeating everything the other one says. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's no point. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go to every news media outlet and be like, hey, change this. We not black gun activists. But if they want to believe that, whatever. But
hey, I
they
guess.
know damn well that no Black Panthers, any Black Panther organization ain't no goddamn gun activists at all.
Not at all. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, I want to salute you and say thank you. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to get a real story about you. So we ain't got to believe
Indeed,
the
brother.
hype. That's how we kicking off the year 2021 for Stand Up
Yes,
Radio
indeed.
News. And hey, we was able to come out once again with the truth, unadulterated, unfiltered, uncut. So, hey, you
Right.
got any shout outs you want to give?
Oh yeah. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to my national chair, Talib Batunde. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, brother. He got some stuff going on with him right now, but you know what I'm saying, he gonna pull it through. You know what I'm saying? He got court on I believe is sometime next month that you know, he got to deal with for him going to fight for our people down in North Carolina. I can't speak on it too much, but yeah, keep your head up, brother. Everything will be good. I want to salute everybody in the Fred and the Gun Club. I want to salute the Huey Newton Gun Club. I want to salute New Black Panther Party, the Black Rider Liberation, Anubis. You know what I'm saying? I want to salute everybody that's out here making a difference for Black liberation. And just want to say peace and Black power to everybody, man.
Hey, peace of Black power, Black love, brother. I'm gonna holler at you, let you get back to your night. Be safe out there, and salute.
All right, salute, brother.
Right on, my man Bricks Senghor.